Welcome to UCLA and to Royce Hall. I'm Kelly Wall, the Assistant Dean for Student Achievement in the College of Letters and Science. Thank you so much for coming together during these unprecedented times to celebrate our graduates of the class of 2020. We are honoring the achievements of bachelor's degree recipients in the College of Letters and Science, the UCLA International Institute, the Samueli School of Engineering, the Alpert School of Music, the School of Nursing, and the School of Theater, Film, and Television. Before we begin, the leadership of these ceremonies at UCLA acknowledges our presence on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Gabrielino Tongva peoples. I want to remind everyone how much we want this event to be a success. For that to happen, we must observe several safety precautions. I can see that wherever possible, you are seated at a distance from people outside of your household. Very good. I can see that everyone is wearing a mask correctly, with it covering both their nose and their mouth. Your mask must remain in place every moment you are inside this beautiful building. Now, this is an unusual one. I ask that you avoid making any loud sounds that would ordinarily come out of your mouth or nose. We weren't allowed to include singing as part of this event because of COVID rules, so please keep in mind why. Most important of all, I ask you to think about how proud you are of your graduate here with us today, and how much that graduate wants you healthy and safe and a part of their life for a very long time. So please, sit apart from each other, keep your mask on, and avoid yelling, singing, or other potentially hazardous vocalizing. Clapping, however, is strongly encouraged. Please turn off your cell phones at this time, or at least be sure they are on vibrate. We encourage you to take photos and videos from your seats. Please do not stand in the aisles because we cannot block them during this ceremony. Family and friends of our graduates, I am very proud to present the class of 2020. It is my pleasure to introduce the Dean of Undergraduate Education in the College of Letters and Science, Adriana Galvan.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are so happy to see such beautiful faces to honor and celebrate our graduates, the class of 2020. Families, friends, faculty, and staff who have come together to celebrate. I'm honored to address these outstanding graduates of the class of 2020. I want you to know how proud I am as the Dean of Undergraduate Education to be here at this recognition of your achievement. Your victories are our community's victories, and they haven't come easily. Such accomplishments are the product of time and energy, dedication and passion that you did over your 4 years at UCLA. What you committed to your education brought you to this extraordinary moment, and I'm grateful to be able to share it with you. You are graduates from the #1 public university in the country, and your arrival at this moment is a true inspiration. Our auditorium today is full of your fans, and trust me, this won't be the last time you hear a round of applause because you've done something extraordinary. In the years ahead, you will undoubtedly be among those cheering for others too. Take this moment of joy as an antidote to the challenges of life. Each one of us knows what it's like to feel alone in the silence of doubt when we need to hear the sound of encouragement. I see each of you in the future remembering to support those among us who need to be lifted up by the power of your kind words or your praise, and perhaps at a moment when you least feel you have them to give. So let this day serve as a reminder of how we have to have the power to summon our collective strength to raise everyone together. You will act on the impulse to enrich the lives of those around you. In fact, you already have. Be an agent for positive change. Make this world a better place. We need you to make this world better. Take pride in your lifelong journey of lifting, for when we reach out to others, our hearts become stronger by becoming more open and compassionate. Now, as much as we might want everything to work out perfectly, you already know that there will sometimes be obstacles in your path. Something, perhaps the strangest person or idea or thing, will obstruct your progress towards an important goal. It's part of life. We learn from these mishaps, from these redirections, and you've already experienced this situation before. Remember, you overcame the challenges of learning remotely at UCLA. And who saw that coming, along with a global pandemic? You persisted when facing the distractions of home life and choppy internet connections for your Zoom classroom. The tenacity you showed during those circumstances that happened literally overnight makes me confident in your ability to persevere. You will be able to step back if you need to, and reflect on your values, on what matters the most. You'll consider why you persisted. And this knowledge and these skills that you developed at UCLA will empower you to soar in the months and the years ahead. You will create something new, something that hasn't been seen or heard before, and there will be positive change and hope. I'm confident of that. I ask you to lead the transformation that our world needs by becoming mentors. Surely you had mentors in one form or another during your time at UCLA. Mentorship is a generosity of spirit that brings everyone forward, both those who receive it and those who offer it to others. Bless you. Be the mentors we need in our community. We give ourselves a precious reward when providing advice and support as valued mentors. And may I share something with you? It feels wonderful to help others, to guide others. Never be shy about turning to someone who has gone ahead and made it back, someone who can tell you what might be just beyond the horizon, because even mentors need mentors. I'm grateful for all the professors, advisors, staff, your fellow students, family, and friends who brought us here today because we needed them on our journey. Let's just pause for a moment and thank those people, both the ones who are here with us today and also the ones who are not. Let us revel in the joy and gratitude they each brought to our lives. After leaving UCLA, look for the people in your life who help you become a better person of yourself, a better version of yourself. Surround yourself with the people who persuade you not to linger in self-doubt. The mentors, colleagues, and friends you seek in the years to come will help you remember who you are and inspire you to be who you want to be. This moment we share right now in Royce Hall fulfills your hours of sacrifice when it would have been easier not to push yourself so hard. As UCLA students, I know you worked hard, always. It is the evidence that you have completed the most difficult courses you needed to take, and in the end, nothing defeated you. You made UCLA an acclaimed institution because of your strength, your voice, your intelligence, and your determination to succeed. Once this day is past, I ask you to imagine it every now and then. Savor this moment, your graduation from college, the stage, the seat you sit in, the mask you wear, the beautiful people with us today in both body and spirit, the people who love you. Please carry this moment with you and touch on it in your mind and in your heart when you need it the most. Give yourself the chance to live in this moment again, completely. Today is a life story highlight, and you will have many life story highlights. And I ask each of you to share your personal narrative with those who need to hear from you. Practice a genuine compassion for yourself, and at the same time, extend that compassion to a world that might not entirely understand you or your story. Be patient about that. Know that those who offer the most are often misunderstood because the gifts they bear defy the odds. Know that whatever you are doing, wherever you are, the people around you will be inspired by you to grow and to change. And all that will be because of the experience you gained as a Bruin. Every day ahead of you might not be perfect. However, enough of those days will be as perfect as they need to be, because each one comes with the promise of a tomorrow. And I am confident that you will make our tomorrow remarkable. I celebrate with extreme joy the opportunity to share this moment with you. And so, class of 2020, congratulations, and go Bruins. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce a member of the class of 2020, Valeria Lopez Robles. Valeria graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Statistics and Environmental Engineering. Please welcome Valeria.
As I was going from 5th to 6th grade, the community center near where I grew up was giving away free backpacks and college t-shirts. Seeing their flyer made me so happy because, that year, we couldn't afford back-to-school essentials. I chose this pretty purple backpack with the butterfly print. As for the college t-shirts, there was one in particular that stood out and was talked about, the UCLA t-shirt. That day I made myself a promise. One day I will graduate from UCLA. First and foremost, I want to thank all of you for allowing me to be your voice for this ceremony. We are here to celebrate our years of hard work and dedication that led us to this specific point in our lives. To look back on all the late nights at Stan's Donuts, Dee Reese, and In-N-Out, and the even later nights at Powell. And most importantly, to honor who we are, what we've become, and those that helped us create our path. I often have people tell me how lucky I am to have graduated from UCLA. Although I'm extremely blessed, I'm not here because of luck. To say that UCLA was demanding is an understatement, especially finishing up our degrees remotely. I want to acknowledge every single person here. Each one of you fought your own battles and overcame them. You are an inspiration. I, for one, have been dealing with a brain injury and had to work multiple jobs to sustain myself and my family back home, all while being a full-time student. I remember a specific instance where I felt like I was on the verge of giving up. I'd gone to my professor's office hours and, to my embarrassment, broke down. But he said to me, "Be confident in your own abilities to succeed." That phrase helped me refuel my confidence, my strength, and my academic hunger. I know that with this current COVID pandemic, it's difficult to be so optimistic as uncertainty lingers within our everyday lives. But whenever you find yourself feeling a little bit lost, I hope you take comfort in knowing that there will always be a piece of you left in this place we used to call home. As I stand in front of you today, I do speak with nostalgia, as I wonder what will compare to UCLA. Was it easy? No. Would I do it all over again? A million times. From friendships fostered to professional relationships created, UCLA has been an enriching experience. And for that, I will be forever grateful. So thank you. Thank you, professors, for believing in your students when we didn't have the strength to believe in ourselves. Thank you for passing on your knowledge and passion for learning, and especially for being able to adapt during the coronavirus crisis. Thank you to the TAs who offered extended office hours and were invested in our growth. Thank you to the friends who stood by our side through the ups and the downs. Thank you to the family members who were our biggest support system. Gracias a mi familia por ayudarme a hacer mi sueño realidad. Thank you all, as without each and every one of you, we wouldn't be standing here today. So with that, class of 2020, innovators and trailblazers of the world, we did it.
When you became Bruins, one of your rites of passage was to uphold our true Bruin values of respect, accountability, integrity, service, and excellence. As alumni, you are Bruins for life, and you remain an important part of our extended community. I now want to share with you UCLA's Principles of Community, which are published with our mission statement. I will read several of these principles to you, then I will ask you to make a pledge with me to uphold them as you join other communities that will find their greatest success because you, as a Bruin, are a part of them. I quote, "We believe that diversity is critical to maintaining excellence in all of our endeavors. We seek to foster open-mindedness, understanding, compassion, and inclusiveness among individuals and groups. We are committed to ensuring freedom of expression and dialogue in a respectful and civil manner on the spectrum of views that held by our varied and diverse campus communities. We acknowledge that modern societies carry historical and divisive biases, and we seek to promote awareness and understanding through education and research, and to mediate and resolve conflicts that arise from these biases in our communities. Silently, please join me in this pledge. We will commit together to uphold these principles of community in Westwood and in our communities beyond." Thank you. And now we are very excited, and I'm sure all of your family and friends here today are very excited, for the next part of our commencement. Would the first row of graduates please stand and begin your approach to the stage? Graduates, we recognize you today for your individual achievements, and we present you as UCLA graduates to your family and friends. The graduates will cross our stage and pause for a photo before they return to their seats. May our recognition of your accomplishments commence.
Lori Sulamazian. Alina Sorfazian. Jennifer Hanasab. Catherine Gabriela Orellana. Devin Brett Goldberg. Olivia Brigitta Etlin. Jasmine Daniela Resentes. Justin Jiayin Liu. Kamani Tai Martin Portlock. Serena Vasquez Burgos. Rabina Kaur. Sabrina Kaur. Sahej Kaur Chavla. Chelsea Lidania Gonzalez. Hazel Ann Clemente. Skylar Bruce Mizokami. Scarly Guardado Salazar. Emily Yang. Jasmine Nicole Hanna. Anna Samantha Andrade. Nicholas Marcelo Pacheco Solis. Daniela Zokaim. Nayeli Vasquez.
Is it on? Okay. Congratulations to all of you. Let's give a round of applause to all the graduates. In the spring of 2020, the Chancellor conferred your degrees. And at this time, I want to revisit that moment with an acknowledgement of his words. More than anything, the Chancellor hoped that your experience at UCLA has opened up some windows on the world for you and leaves you yearning to know more. Your experience at UCLA is just the beginning of a life of continuing discovery, and the skills you've acquired here, in and outside the classroom, will serve you well in this rapidly changing world. When we gathered here today, perhaps your tassel was on the left, which is correct. If it isn't, please take this opportunity to turn your tassel while we listen to UCLA's alma mater, Hail to the Hills of Westwood. We are so very proud of you, class of 2020. Graduates, please stand and be acknowledged by your family and friends. Please be seated. Everyone here is so full of love for you, as are we. Guests, please remember that you must remain seated until the graduates have exited Royce Hall. Family and friends, we are so grateful that you joined us today to honor your graduates. We know that this has been a long road, and you have each served an important role in helping them achieve this amazing, amazing milestone. I will leave you with the words of John Wooden. Success is never final. Failure is never fatal. It's courage that counts. Congratulations, and go Bruins.